Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Chaos Before Cosmos. If you guys are new around here, my name is Kerry. If you've been here before, what up, homies, OGs? How is everybody? Just adjust that. Okay. Mystical, how are you? How you doing this morning? What's the weather like over there? Has it been doomy and gloomy? Lots of rain? It's actually the first day today where it's not humid with the cooler weather. It's nice. Like the humidity is actually finally clearing out of the house today, which is good. So, Laughlin, gloomy and cool. Yeah, I've got a pretty gloomy 6-year-old on the couch. She's finally tapped out. She's officially tapped out and having a nice nap. She was fighting the nap too. She's fighting it hard. Dia, how are you, darling? She's like so dark under her eyes, the poor thing. You're trying to create a routine? Yeah, I'm trying to break some routines. Yeah, I'm not sure because, like, you know, I don't think it was anything like that. I don't think it's anything she ate here because it started so early in the evening. So I don't know whether she ate something not good when she was with her father or whether she overate or something. But yeah, she was feeling pretty sick and miserable. I'm just gonna make sure that she you know what it's like with kids when they start getting like real thirsty after they've been sick, so they're taking like big gulps of water, and I'm like, no, I'm like, that's gonna make you feel worse. So she was doing that, so I'm trying to get her to take small sips, but we'll let her have a little nap. Let her have a little sleep. All right, what are we up to today? We are up to, what are we up to? What are we doing today? Today we're going to be doing all 12 signs. Okay, so this is going to be based around the full moon that we've got coming up on the 3rd. This is a full moon in Virgo. So let's run through the daily jazz and then we'll get into what this reading is going to be about, and then we'll get into each of the signs. I will go back and timestamp this after when we've finished. I used to sing, not anymore. We don't do that anymore. Anyway, all right, guys, let's get into the daily jazz. So where I'm located, it is the 2nd of March, 2026. That breaks down to 321. 231, the number 6. All right, so Virgo energy showing up there. Also the number 6 representing balance. Monday is ruled by the moon, which is Cancer energy. Sun's in Pisces, moon is in Leo, transitioning through to Virgo. So what is an emotional intervention? Well, that's what the energy is all about at the moment. So, you know, sort of really being analytical about what emotions need to be removed, release, and work through. So what is this emotional intervention about? Well, it's about taking some sort of structured or targeted action. Okay, this is to modify potential like negative emotional behaviors, and to again alleviate the effects that these could be having on your life at the moment. So you know, obviously this takes looking at oneself, really looking at oneself, and you know, reflecting back on the past and your own past behavior, you know, and then obviously taking some sort of action towards getting the help that you need. So there are different tools, different therapies that you guys can try. You know, you could try regular therapy with a psychologist, you could try psychotherapy, mindfulness practices, there's CBT, DBT, there's a whole lot of different things you can go out there and try. Counseling, gratitude practices, things like that, okay? But essentially, you know, in order to shift certain things, it does require taking action, right? Being proactive with that, being persistent with it until, you know, the tool has integrated, basically. All right, so I've got a few notes that I sort of took for each of the signs, and then we'll obviously, yeah, we'll do them one by one. Where am I going to put my notebook? That is a good question. All right, well, it doesn't really matter. I just need it somewhere in reach. All right, let's move a few things around. right, let's get a timestamp for first sign's going to be Aries, obviously Aries through to Pisces. Let me just check where am I at? Where's my timer at? Where's my timer at? Check that screen. All right. We'll start at 6 for Aries. All right, Aries, let's get into it for you. What potentially do you need to look at here in regards to this emotional intervention? Now, what I had written down for you guys, something to do with expression. Okay, so this could be about expressing yourself, the way you go about expressing yourself. As I split the deck here, the Page of Michael. So we are definitely talking about, potential communication, the way that you're communicating, what you're communicating, whether you're feeling comfortable enough to be able to communicate your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings. All right. What have we got going on here for Aries placements? This could also have to do with the way that you express your ideas, Aries. All right. So I don't know. It looks like there's something here that you definitely need to release yourself from. I don't know whether maybe you've got some sort of lack of self-confidence here, or there's something that you could be worried about when it comes to, I'm going to say as well, like there's a lot of emotion at the moment that could be surrounding your finances, right? You could be having trouble sort of, expressing how that's making you feel at the moment. You could have regrets about something as well. Okay, there could be something that you're sort of regretting. Yeah, there could be something here to do, though, again, with your own emotions, right? With the Four of Raphael coming out here. Five of Raphael. I don't know if there's a decision maybe that you made in the past, or decisions that you've made in the past have led you to, again, make certain decisions, or your emotions have led you to, making maybe the wrong decisions, or holding back on making better decisions for yourself. Okay. So again, this emotion, or whatever this emotional clearing is also linked to finances. So again, you could be feeling quite strongly about where your financial position is at the moment. If you're in lack at the moment, that's, again, there's a, spirits, like, say it delicately. Yeah, we were trying to find the words to say this delicately. Aries, if you've got negative emotions surrounding your finances, or surrounding the way that you go about making money, okay, you're going to continue to manifest that same scenario until you switch your thought pattern, until you stop living from a space of emotion and start being a little bit more analytical. Okay, so you could be being a bit overly emotional when it comes to certain decisions. There could be a bit of a refusal maybe to try something new, right? Some sort of expansion here. I'm just seeing Jupiter energy. So I don't know, there could be a bit of a refusal to kind of grow and to sort of push yourself into expanding in different ways of thinking in particular. But it's like your own emotions here. This card talks about being aware of your own emotions. So, your own emotions could actually be creating some sort of lack here when it comes to, new resources. All right. It's time to really I want to say it's time to really get truthful with yourself. Okay. So, this could be as well the way that you speak to yourself, or what you're speaking to yourself could be, again, impacting, your emotions, which again is impacting the decisions that you're making when it comes to financial moves. Okay. It also could be that you're making decisions here that are impacting your finances because, you could be, again, trying to numb out emotions, or trying to, deal with your emotions in a way in which isn't actually beneficial to your finances. Okay, so this could actually be making you feel worse. Now, again, the financial position could also be making you just feel worse about yourself. It's like this whatever this energy is, Aries, it's going on here for whoever I'm talking to. It has like a bit of a push-pull dynamic with you. It's like one impacts the other impacts the other side. Like it's like both of these two things are impacting each other as equally, if that makes sense. All right. So it's like you need to work on the way maybe that you speak to yourself, okay, to create a better internal dialogue, to create a better level of confidence within yourself as well. Okay. But there's definitely something here that you need to detox from, worrying about things that aren't essential, aren't necessary, could also be holding you back here. It's like, you're trying to search for some sort of silver lining here and trying to find opportunities, but it looks like, again, there's something to do with your emotions here, which are blocking you from maybe even seeing the opportunities that are there, okay? Maybe you not being where you're wanting to be right now, Aries, could also be, creating a bit of resistance towards, I want to say like this, sometimes we've just got to do what we've got to do, okay? No matter how you might feel about yourself or how it might make you feel, it's like, would you rather be in lack, or would you rather just do something that you have to do in order to improve your circumstances, or again, hold on to that area? Like, there's definitely some healing that you need to do here when it comes to, again, the way you feel about finances, the way you feel about your financial situation, the way you feel about yourself, your self-confidence, and the overthinking, right? There's a lot of overthinking here. Yeah, there's definitely something here that's unhealthy, Aries, that you're doing, right? Some sort of, again, unhealthy emotions, unhealthy ideas here that, again, it's not only just impacting the way that you feel about yourself, but it is creating blockages within your financial path as well, right? Yeah, have confidence, Aries, right? So again, and look, Aries, if you don't have the skills to do whatever this is that you're wanting to do, then go get those skills, go gain those skills, okay? There's some sort of fears here, or you could be, again, fearing your financial situation, okay? Again, this could be having wreaking havoc on your emotions too, creating a blah 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 imbalances in your emotions. You could also be suppressing a lot, okay? Not wanting to, really speak about where you're at, how you're feeling, how this is impacting you. Okay, so yeah, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. All right. So again, I don't know whether, again, you're trying to play cool or, save face in front of others. But there's one thing you need to do, which is admit this truth to yourself. Okay, that these fears, these worries, these emotions, all surrounding, again, your sense of lack, right, are what actually is what's contributing to it. Right, so what's contributing to it? There could be something to do here with some childhood wounds as well. Maybe not feeling. You could also be maybe feeling like you're not feeling safe, right? We've just got the your children are watched over by angels, but I'm not getting, again, this is about children. I'm just getting more that this could be something about not feeling safe. And having that sense of stability and safety throughout childhood, right, could also be, again, impacting the way that you make moves, the way that you see certain things. Maybe you didn't have the right role models either, right? There could have been something to do with role models here as well, okay? But again, I get this energy of, again, someone trying to act as though, or pretend that with themselves as though everything is kind of fine when it's not fine, right? It's not fine. Could be feeling very, very guarded at the moment, okay? It's like I get this energy, Aries, that like if you were to say something out loud, or if you were to say it out loud, I don't know, maybe you've got some sort of perceptions here about, like, if you were to express something about the way that you feel about certain situations, right, that people might look at you differently, okay, or people might see you or view you differently, or I don't know, just their idea or perspective of you will change, okay? But there's a lack of self-confidence here, that, again, it's creating these blockages, okay? Let's just go over here. What does Aries need to do? Yeah, Aries, look, 1, 2, 3. You need to take some sort of action and make some sort of progress towards your goals, okay? So emotional well-being in the reverse. So you've definitely got some issues when it comes to your emotional well-being at the moment that you potentially aren't taking any action towards. You could be feeling a little bit ungrounded here as well with Earth in the reverse. And again, there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of stress, you've got a lot of emotions surrounding, the things that make you stable, okay, or your stability. With Saturn here, it's time for structure and discipline through dedication and action. Okay, so with 999 in the reverse coming out under that, there's definitely something here where you haven't completed some sort of cycle here. Okay, so it's like you're not even ready to embrace opportunity. Okay, with Gemini coming out in the negative aspect here, again, you could be being very negative at the moment, a little bit indecisive, maybe a little bit highly strung. Again, very, very much up in your head, okay? Also, Aries, the impatience, okay? Being impatient and wanting things to come in when we haven't taken the steps to actually have those things come in, it's going to frustrate you further and further. Okay, the only way through this with autumn fall energy is through change. Okay, through change. Okay, letting go, maturing, right? It's a period of, again, transition, right? Spirit wanting you to work through whatever this is with discipline, okay? Again, you have to stay focused in order to have that sort of success that you're looking for. This is in work. Again, this could be like something that's making you emotional around the workplace, something like that. Water in the reverse. So again, a lot of emotions out of balance at the moment that are creating. I want to say like you're going through it's like a loop, right? It's like looping. Okay. Yeah. Look, being ignorant or claiming ignorance about what this is, Aries, isn't going to help you in this situation. Okay. It's like exactly what needs to be done here, right? You need to balance yourself out here, okay? 222 came out in the reverse, so this is about having faith. So I don't know whether, again, you've got no faith in yourself, or it could also be with air in the reverse, right? Just, again, lacking ideas, lacking, the ability to be objective and be analytical about what this is. So yeah, it looks like this is something to do with your past, right? Your childhood. So this could be something that, again, that is been impacting you for quite some time, right? Something to do with your foundations here. 333's in the reverse. So it's like, you're not working together with spirit either at the moment to manifest things, right? Could have a blocked heart chakra as well, or again, just very, very closed off, right? It's almost like I get the energy of like one trying to just swallow their emotions so deeply, because it's like if they were to bubble up to the surface and you were to express those, it's like, I don't know, it's like, it would make you feel some type of way, but the Aries, you're already feeling some type of way about yourself anyway. Okay, there's already some type of way that you're feeling about yourself. So not being real with yourself is not going to help. Okay, yeah, it's like with the moon in reverse, you really don't want to go through this deep healing period. Okay, but this is what's going to create the shift. Okay, reflection through self-nurturing and release is what this card says in the upright. But it's like, we're not releasing those emotions. Okay, we're not expressing those back to, again, that emotional well-being being in the reverse. So anything else we need to see here for Aries spirit? Yes, you could need some sort of help here as well, okay? Ask Archangel Michael to help with your situation. So, I don't know, maybe it is that you need to call in some sort of support here, all right? Also, it's about believing and trusting, okay? But again, if we haven't shown ourselves in the past that we're going to make the moves, we're able to make those moves, or we're willing to make those moves, then it might be hard trusting yourself with what this is, all right? But again, Aries, these emotions that are tied to your stability, okay, is what's actually impacting it further, and it's why you're potentially having issues with creating stability for yourself. All right, so just be aware of how those emotions are actually impacting you. Also, be open to seeking out other possibilities, other opportunities. Sometimes we don't get what we want when we want it, okay, and we have to often just do what's necessary in order to make it to the next stage, right, the next step. All right, that's what I got for you today, Aries. All right, let's move on to Taurus. What have I got? 21. Let's go for 21. Just chuck a quick little ad break, have a sip of coffee, and Get into it. How is everybody? Am I spiritual? I was going to make a joke. Is it the day for jokes? Is Emotional Intervention Day the day for jokes? Am I spiritual? Yeah, I'd consider myself spiritual. as I split that, right? The sense of humor card. Like, can we have jokes today, Spirit? Are we allowed to? Right? It's you know, as long as the jokes aren't a deflection from some sort of, you know, anguish and pain, then we're good. Am I spiritual? Yeah, I'm spiritual. I mean, I'm definitely not a nun or, you know, anything like that. So, oh shit. How can you approach a girl? I don't know, by going up to her and saying, "Hey, how are you?" Really? How to approach a girl? You know, I don't know. You got legs? If you got legs, man, you know, you just walk up to her and go, "Hey, I'm so and so. Nice to meet you." Rach, how are you, beautiful? Mongolia. Am I 70s or 80s? I don't know. Take a wild guess, all right? If these people are even still in here. Gala, how are you? Julie. Julie's in here. All right, Taurus, let's have a look. What I had for you is putting in work, needing to put in work. Okay. Something that you need to put in work to. First thing on the split came creativity, expansion, growth. So, yeah, we need to work on some sort of growth here, right? We need to work on making growth or, you know, having some sort of growth here, right? So, I don't know, again, whether maybe you're avoiding, avoiding some sort of changes here, avoiding doing some sort of work here. Okay, so look. What's, yeah, Taurus, with 9 in the reverse, you know, you're not doing any self-reflection here, okay? So, I don't know, maybe you're worried about, you know, looking back or looking at yourself, okay? Could bring up a lot of, with sin here, I don't know, are there some things here that you don't want to look at? Some things that, again, maybe you're not comfortable with, some things that you've done in the past that it's like if you were to look at these things, it would make you feel some type of way. Show me for Taurus, Spirit. Yeah, it's like, it's like, yeah, well, that's the problem, right? So, you know, it's like you spend time, Taurus, more so absorbed in like the day-to-day. Okay, so I don't know, again, you could be just again like just getting caught up in like everything day-to-day to sort of keep you preoccupied here. All right, so I don't know, there's some sort of emotions here that you're holding on to. You're sitting in your comfort zone in your south node at the moment. All right, there's you're out of alignment here, not in divine alignment, and that's because, again, you're not taking action towards something. Okay, so with Mercury in the reverse here, you know, this could also be not wanting to, you know, communicate or, again, express some things here. Okay. So I don't know, you could be using work as a distraction, right, from your emotions. Okay, getting lost in the day-to-day, your daily routine, okay, keeping everything the same because that's where you're most comfortable. Okay, so I don't know, Taurus, you could be uncomfortable with your own emotions. Okay, or uncomfortable with like touching into these emotions, right? Aquarius in the reverse. So yeah, you know, like you're not transforming. Okay, not transforming. Again, you could have some sort of attachment issues here as well with Aquarius in the reverse. So it could be, you know, you needing to work through some sort of attachment issues that you've got. Again, it's like just focus on getting by day to day. Again, could be your coping mechanism at the moment. So we got heart in the reverse. Okay, so again, you could have a blocked heart chakra. Number 1 in the reverse as well. So I don't know whether you I don't know, feel like it's like you could be worried about your own potential to create some sort of new beginning here. Okay, also, again, there's some sort of emotions tied to your stability, okay, your foundations, okay, and structure. All right, this is, again, also something here that now this could be again, something to do with your past experiences. This could be also, again, something that's been passed down through generations. Okay, like not really talking about what's going on and really just focusing on just what we're doing day to day. Okay, root chakra, yeah, it's also, again, like you're having money blockages here as well. Okay, finances in the reverse, and I'm gonna say it's because, yeah, again, North Node, right? You're not working, right? Like you're not working at these things. Okay, because again, you don't want to look at it. All right, you could be, again, happy to stay in this comfort zone, happy to operate out of what feels comfortable, right? There's, again, issues when it comes to the way that you communicate your emotions and things like that as well, right? You're holding on to something that, again, this is from your childhood or the past, okay? There's something here to do about the way you're seen as well, right? So, I don't know, you could be a bit secretive here with 10th house and Pisces. So, you know, really wanting to bottle up and keep things secretive, or, again, not wanting people to see the real you or what's really underneath here, okay? I don't know, maybe you're trying to uphold some sort of reputation or some sort of social status here, okay? Not wanting to, I don't know why I was going to say not wanting to appear weak, right? So, I don't know, maybe touching into some sort of emotions could be making you feel a little bit weak with first house in reverse. So, yeah, like the way you see yourself, okay? The way that you see yourself is a huge issue for you, right? Again, no structure, no discipline towards working through whatever this is. Okay, so with Pisces in the negative aspects here, again, yeah, manipulation, avoidance, self-pity, moody, right? So again, all these things are impacting you from being able to, you know, live a much more fruitful life, right? Venus wanted to come out sideways. So, you know, it's like you want to gain balance. You want to attract all this abundance. You know, Taurus energy is very much about, you know, having things, right? The luxuries in life, right? But it's like, unless you're going to have an open heart and truly be open to receiving, which, you know, if you're closed off to others, you can't be open. As, you know, it's like, there's still going to be a blockage there, right? So again, there's these changes that you're avoiding here, staying comfortable, because we don't want to get uncomfortable, right? 555 in the reverse, fives in the reverse, right? Not wanting to truly put in the effort here, because we don't want to, you know, we don't want to feel like we're being seen a particular way, right? So, you know, with the Cancer energy coming out here, Sagittarius in the reverse, you know, it's deep emotional healing is achieved through self-love, nurture, and blah, 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 through retrograde, right? I can't even speak English today. Is through self-love, okay? Nurture yourself as you heal others, and as you heal others, right? But there's been no growth in this area with Sagittarius in the reverse. Like there's been no, you're not, you know, you're very pessimistic about the healing process and the journey itself, right? Again, to be able to love others, or to be able to attract and be magnetic, right, you've got to actually truly know how to love and nurture yourself, right? But yeah, with no coming out here, you're not doing that, right? You're not doing that. Fifth in the reverse, right? So again, you don't know how to express yourself, or you're struggling, or you struggle to express yourself, right? And you don't really think about, I want to say, like, you don't really think about how that's going to impact you with forethought. Like you don't think about how that's going to impact certain situations. Okay, Gemini in the reverse too. Yeah, like you really don't think about how these emotions are actually impacting everything, right? Including, again, your second house. So I don't know, you could be, again, trying to be seen in some type of way, right? Instead of dealing with your emotional stuff, dealing with, you know, what you've been hanging on to here from the past. And again, a lot of it has to do with the way that you see yourself, okay? This is about, you know, creating some sort of structure here for yourself, and also like being practical, right? But again, you're so just in the moment. I don't want to say like, because it's not like you're living in the moment, in the present, right? It's just that you're using your day to day to almost like avoid having this expansion, having this growth, okay? So, Spirit, what's, I was about to say, what do you need Taurus to do? Start speaking, right? Start speaking these emotions out, okay? All right, start speaking those emotions out. Spiritual birth clarification, yeah. There's definitely some, yeah, again, some emotions here, right? Past emotions. I don't know, maybe you were shut down as a child, right? Like maybe you felt unheard as a child, something like that, right? Could be, again, a struggle to open up, okay? 7 of Cups. So, yeah, I don't know. We could be, again, deluding ourselves, Taurus, about, you know, what's actually keeping us stuck here, okay? Pretending like we don't understand why we're struggling or what's going on out here. Hey, Matt, how are you? Good to see you here. Love when you just, you know, just randomly pop in after months. Ace of Swords is in the reverse. So, you know, again, there could be a lot of things that, you know, like not being truthful with oneself about the work that we're putting in. It's like, I just get this energy of, oh yeah, like, but I am putting in the work. But it's like, you know, everything's sort of telling me here, like, well, no, well, like, you're tripping if you think you are, okay? And it's actually having an impact on your stability. That thing that you so desperately want to gain, right? That is also making you feel some type of way about yourself, right? It's like you're not, though, okay? And you're not even telling yourself the truth about it, right? So it's like you're lying to yourself about whatever this is, okay? Yeah, I'm also going to sit here and say, I don't know, Taurus, you could also be a little bit manipulative here, okay? You could tend to be a little bit manipulative here too, right? Judgment's here, right? So, I don't know, Taurus, you know, it's time to make a decision here, right? It's time to make a decision here, okay? There's, again, a level of greediness, possessiveness, insecurity here that you're holding on to, right? You're holding on to. And again, you're holding back on the fact that with the moon here, right? Like you have no self-confidence, right? Right? You're not confident in what you're doing. You're not sure of yourself. You're not even sure of who you are, what your capabilities are, what you're passionate about, right? And again, it's how you're seeing yourself or how you want others to see you, okay? So I don't know, maybe it's time to get like real with where you're at, okay? Let the people around you know, hey, you know what? I'm not doing so well, right? I'm not doing so well, and I need to do some healing, right? I would like to go through that transformation here, right? And really dig into this, okay? But unfortunately, I'm gonna say the King of Swords are like, you know, you're very cold and closed off here. Okay, so again, you could be very cold towards others trying to help you, others trying to offer support and guidance and things like that, right? It's like when people are trying to give you ideas here, so that you can again have some sort of options of what to do. It's like you don't want to take it, right? You don't want to see it. You don't want to look at it, okay? And again, this is what's keeping you stuck, right? You're stuck in your own head because, again, you want people to see you a certain way, but internally you don't even feel that way about yourself, right? Nine of Swords. You don't feel that way about yourself, okay? You feel stressed out. You feel stressed out. Right? The Hermit. You also isolate yourself, right? Again, so that you don't have to, you know, get into anything emotional with anyone. Like, just focus on, like, my job, like, what I've got to do today. That's it, right? Like, that's kind of where it's stopping, right? So, I don't know. It's, there's balance that needs to be had here, okay? You need to rise above whatever these emotions are, okay? In order to elevate, you need to rise above it. You need to rise above it, all right? That's what I got for you, Taurus. Hopefully not everyone's issues are related to their money and the way they see them. So, like, you know, like, is this collective? This is all 12 signs. We'll be doing Gemini next. Also, guys, don't forget, check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, right? Whatever placement, wherever these emotions are, right? Check your different placements so that you can get a bit more understanding of yourself as well. So, you know, because again, these are emotions that will be tied to different areas of your life and in the different places of your birth chart as well. So, apply them to, you know, those different areas from your different signs. All right. All right, let's do a little quick little break and give a good shuffle. Hello from Mexico. You went on a trip, did you, Julie? Was it good? Well, looks like you came back. You didn't get you didn't get snatched or anything, which is good. Did I say that out loud? No. I think I did. I think I did. I just had to readjust my chair there. I'm like, I don't feel like my chair's in the right place. I don't think they want me, man. Too much bullshit would come out of me. They'd be like, fuck, man, just let her go, man. Get her out of here. She's a pain in our ass, right? I think I'd be a fucking nightmare for anyone that tried to snatch me, right? They'd be like, no, we want to give her back, right? She's driving us mental, right? I'd be like, that's all good. Fucking, I get tired of me too sometimes. You're a Gemini sun, Cap, moon, Taurus rising. Look out. Hey, Gemini. Welcome to the channel. All right, Gemini. All right, what I've got written down for you in the notebook is needing to feel secure. All right, so I don't know, there's issues going on surrounding security. I don't know, you could be feeling insecure about something. We'll have a look at what this is going to be exactly. I hope I said that before it got too past 38 minutes past. Anyway, if I need to, I'll go back and rejig that timestamp. All right. Gemini, needing to feel secure. Okay, so feeling insecure about something. All right. All right, what do we need to see here, Spirit? Okay. So there's a phase here that you haven't completed just yet. Okay. So there could be something here that you're still needing to learn. This could be also about faith as well, okay? About needing to have some sort of faith. Balance and harmony in life. Recenter your energy. So, I don't know, you could be feeling a little bit out of balance as well. If, again, if there's something to do with emotional security, financial security, okay? There's something here, though, that you still need to balance or learn, you know, how to go about balancing certain things. Again, I don't know why I'm getting like a resistance to potentially embrace something different, okay? There's something that you need to awaken to here when it comes to your emotions, okay? I'm getting here as well, like you could be, again, like trying to, yeah, so... I'm getting, okay, so South Node came out in the reverse. What I'm getting here is like, I'm not getting that like North Node energy is not what I'm kind of getting from this. What I'm getting here is like, you're actually at a point where you could potentially be feeling uncomfortable, Gemini, and trying to create some sort of security here to make yourself feel more comfortable. All right. So, like, it's like, you're at a stage where you could be, again, like evolving, but it's like making you feel so uncomfortable. It could be that there could be some unknown factors here with Pisces coming out here as well. Like it could be just some things here that you're not quite sure of at the moment. Some things could be like a little bit in the dark at the moment for you, but it's you're trying to create a level of comfort because you don't want to feel uncomfortable. All right. There's definitely something here when it comes to your 8th house here, right, that hasn't quite transformed yet. The moon in reverse. All right, so again, I'm just feeling like it's like you're trying to create a comfort zone for yourself, right? You want to be in a comfort zone because, again, you don't want to be in a state of emotion over where you're at right now, okay? But there's something here that you still maybe haven't mastered here. Okay, so again, there's some sort of overpowering desire here with Aries in the negative aspect, and it's like this desire again to create this comfort zone. Okay, but at the moment it's like you're not attracting that in. It's not like you're not a magnet to what you're trying to bring in, right? It's like you're trying to get some sort of stability or security here, right? But it's like the uncomfortable energy that you're feeling right now is, again, to push you into a different perspective, right? To push you into a new level here. But it's like we don't want to be uncomfortable, okay? We don't want to be uncomfortable. You're trying to be really, again, practical here, really trying to like analyze these situations, right? Use logic in everything that you're doing with Virgo in the positive aspects, okay? But what it's doing is it's actually holding up some sort of personal development here, okay? So I don't know, again, like it does surround your stability, okay? So it's like if you feel like you've got some sort of security or stability, then like everything's all good, right? But whatever's happening right now, this uncomfortable phase is maybe even to get you used to not having to always be so comfortable, okay? Because shit does change quite quickly sometimes, okay? It's like, yeah, we're not quite learning, right? There's a higher lesson here that Spirit is trying to teach you, right? The 9th in the reverse about your 2nd house, right? About how your security, right? So I don't know whether, again, finances or, physical security makes you feel secure in yourself to a certain degree, okay? But you don't, there's other ways that you can feel secure in yourself, right? There's other ways to attain that, and it doesn't require materialistic things or 3D stuff, okay? You could be struggling with the way that you see yourself here, right? Sacral chakra blocked at the moment too, Gemini. So again, you're trying to block these emotions, trying to really like dull them down or dim them out, because again, you're wanting to make sure that you can focus on how to create this comfortable zone for yourself, because it feels so uncomfortable. All right. With Pluto here, this is about a powerful transformation, okay, through acceptance and change, right? Through accepting that things change, right? It's with Saturn, Spirit, like this isn't a time for such structure and discipline like that anymore. This is about like being okay with things changing, okay, and having faith, right? Like having faith that you're gonna be secure, right? That if you are secure within yourself, that's all the security you need, right? That's all that you need. But it's like, I want to say like as well, John, like whatever changes just happened or whatever changes are happening, the changes, it's a disruption for growth, right? This disruption that you're going through is to create a level of growth, right? All right, let's have a look. What else do we need to see here? Spirits like this one. Let's go this way. All about stupid love, is it? Oh, don't make it about love, right? Make it about yourself. What else do we need to see here for Gemini? Yeah, what's the intention? You know, what is the intention? You're very focused on your target here, okay? But I don't know if again, like I don't know if you're seeing or you're understanding, Gemini, that your target and the way that you're going about trying to reach this target, it's again, it's almost like it's creating some sort of like opposite effect here, right? It's like you're really trying to focus on you know, really trying to focus on again, getting this level of security and being comfortable, right? When it's like this uncomfortable period is actually what you're meant to be going through, okay? You can be being very hard on yourself here too, Gemini, if things aren't working out in your favor or the way that you're wanting them to, okay? You know, you could be being quite hard on yourself, right? But it's like, yeah, again, like needing to admit the truth, right? And act accordingly, right? It's okay to sit there and say, you know what, I'm just trying to create a safety zone, right? Somewhere where I can feel secure because, you know, the changes are scary, right? The unknown is scary. It's okay to say that, right? It's okay to do that. So again, yeah, this needs to be looked at, healed, right? So again, work with spirit on this, okay? Understand that spirit is God's in charge of that. Spirit is putting you through this so that you can heal whatever this is, so that you're able to have some sort of fresh start and new beginning. And again, be okay with, you know, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of life without feeling like all of a sudden you're not secure, okay? You are, as long as you're secure within yourself, you know, you'll always be able to recreate that dynamic for yourself, all right? All right, Gemini, that's what I got for you guys, all right? Oh, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. We may have to get the box of Kleenex out for Cancer. I love you, Cancer. Big softies. All right, let's do a little well, I don't know, maybe change the approach, right? Something, if it's not working, right, and things still aren't going kind of the way that you want them to, you know, maybe it's time to change the approach, right? Change the approach. That's hard, mind, when yeah, you've worked on it. And again, you know, I think that's the whole point of it, right? Is like, you know, just because we've gotten to a certain level, you know, you can't allow yourself to get too comfortable, because then, you know, when shifts happen, it could be quite shocking, right? And again, it could rock the boat. It could really like make you feel in your emotions like, what the fuck have I done wrong now? Rather than just going, you know what, like that's the ups and downs of life as well, right? So, you know, being prepared for anything and everything, no matter where you're at in life, is probably a wise idea, you know, just again, so that you don't feel blindsided by certain circumstances or situations here. All right. I'm surprised I'm not yawning yet, Nathan. Right, I'm just like trying to get through this reading, man. Trying to get through this reading after my daughter was up and being sick most of the night and morning. She's dead to the world, sleeping on the couch right now. So I felt bad as well. Like I felt bad trying to get her in the car to get her brother to school, but it had to be done, man. Like I was like, no, your brother's got to go to school, so got to get her in the car. Yeah. Good, and maintain that faith, right? The faith is actually what's going to help. It is going to help. But yeah, don't worry about, don't worry. So I think the message is coming up for you like that, Gemini, because you're not meant to be worried about the security, right? Like whatever this is, like Spirit's got you through whatever this is, right? So again, there's something here that's new to learn there for you. All right, Cancer. Let's get a timestamp. Let's have a sip of coffee. Let's. All right. All right, Cancer. Something here to do about your relationships, okay? Action taken in relationships, the kind of action you take in relationships, okay? Wanting to take action towards a relationship, something of that nature. Okay. I don't know, Cancer, you could be holding yourself back a little bit or feeling, again, there could be something about your emotions that, yeah. There's something here to do with the past here, okay? This could be about a family situation, home situation, but there's something to do with your past. It's going to be, again, recent past, childhood. I feel like more like this is, again, I want to say, well, it could be things that you've picked up on in childhood as well. But I want to say, like, there's something more recent that potentially, again, has impacted you, affected you, created some sort of, I don't know whether it's you not wanting to take action towards it, like feeling you're very protective, or you could be being very, very protective of yourself. I don't know whether, I don't know, in the past, it's like, you know, certain situations when it comes to relationships have really messed with your mental well-being, like messed with your mental health. Okay, so this could be like where, again, you know, like you're with protection here, like really wanting to kind of guard yourself because, you know, again, could be worried about the way that relationships or certain connections will impact your mental health or your mental well-being. All right, so again, there's this not feeling protected energy, right? Or, and this could be, again, like, I don't know whether maybe you've had experiences with partners, whether partners haven't been protective of you, or whether you felt unsafe or something like that. It's like this is the effect of some sort of cause, okay? Like it's the effect of some sort of cause here. Yeah, true. Spirit said true, right? Like, yeah, so again, the way that you're guarding yourself, or the way that you now protect yourself or protect your emotions, your heart, when it comes to relationships, it's been impacted by something here in the past, right? Where, again, a certain situation really messed with your head, messed with your mind, okay? Yeah, it's like, you know, you maybe have lost hope in people, right? In connections, in relationships. You know, you could be holding yourself back from being able to have a new beginning as well, Cancer, right? Yeah, I'm going to say with personal relationships, right? So again, like the relationship you had with family, friends, maybe social interactions as well, has definitely made you very, very guarded, okay? It's made you very, very guarded. 111 sideways, right? So it's like you want to, but it's also like you hold yourself back. You want this new beginning. You want these opportunities, right? You want partnership. You want balance, but you're worried about being mentally impacted by these things, right? Not wanting to feel, right? Sacral chakra in reverse. Really not wanting to feel certain things, certain emotions that you've felt in the past here as well, right? Like you don't want to go through something again, so you're closing yourself off to certain things, right? You could be, again, like just really, really focusing on your health at the moment, what you're doing day to day. Again, like just kind of guarding yourself in this particular area. You know, Spirit is saying, yeah, a period of letting go, right? So this is about, again, letting go of what you've been through, right? Letting go of what you've been through. Hold up, sorry. Sorry, I can't continue to look at that fucking shit on my screen right now. Cancer, you could have, attachment issues maybe. All right. So if that is the case, being able to sort of let go, being able to practice detachment, right? You can still love and love through detachment. Okay. It's like yeah. It's hard because you want the love, but you're also afraid that again you're gonna fall back into something here that's going to hurt you. It's like I said, that Libra energy, like you want the love, you want that to come towards you, but you've got fears, right? You've got fears, right? It's like limitations here, subconscious limitations here, okay? Things that you still need to heal, right? Yeah, exactly. We've got a closed off heart, right? We're trying to keep it protected, right? So, healing, okay? Healing, right? Making better decisions, Cancer, using your discernment, right? Virgo energy, like make sure you're thoroughly looking into a situation or into individuals before you go, really, really jumping into anything. Like, allow yourself to take time, right? And to be sure about what you're choosing, who you're choosing, okay? You're not feeling very confident about connections, right? Not feeling very confident at all. In your mind, it's like you think you're being practical, but it's actually this is coming from a space of fear, right? You're like, oh, I'm just being practical about the fact that, yeah, it's actually just your emotions, right? Creating again fears that you're going to go through the same thing that you've been through in the past, okay? Yeah, definitely time to detox those emotions here, okay? Yeah, again, we're talking about being aware of our own emotions, how they're affecting us, how they're impacting us, okay? That Four of Raphael, I want to say like almost to the point of like, feeling a little bit pessimistic, okay? It's about being clear about what it is that you need in certain situations, okay? And making sure that those needs are being met. You don't have to fear whatever this is, right? Like you don't have to fear connections and relationships, right? As long as you're looking at this from a more analytical perspective, Cancer, and using your discernment, looking for red flags, things like that, then there shouldn't be so much fear about like opening back up, okay? It's like you've gained some sort of, insight here from the past, okay? Use that to your advantage here. Again, in order to bring about or to allow yourself to have a new beginning when it comes to emotional connections, right? It's about opening up your heart and making sure we're opening it up to, the right people, right? But, again, there's a lot of worry here about, the choices that you make when it comes to, emotional commitments here, right? Believe, Cancer, that you've got the ability to work through whatever this is, okay? Because you do. There's plenty of tools and things that you can do to, overcome whatever this is. And look, maybe it's that you are finding it hard to trust yourself, okay? Trust your decisions, right? But use your intuition. Listen to your intuition. If it feels off, babies, what is it? It's off, right? We know that, okay? As long as you're paying attention to that and you're not ignoring the signs, Cancer, there shouldn't be any problems there, right? There shouldn't be any problems there. Anything else that we need to see here for Cancerians? Yeah, it's like you need to put the past behind you, right? These difficult situations, these stressful situations are behind you now, right? Take a final bow, Cancer, right? Curtain's fucking closing, baby, okay? It's now time for new opportunities and for happiness, okay? That's what I got for you, Cancer. Oops, shit. Putting shit on the wrong pile. I would do some cord cuttings for sure. I would definitely do some cord cuttings if you're feeling that type of way. Definitely do some cord cuttings. All right, I was like, who we got next? Of course, we got Leo next. All right, let's just press that as well. Also, guys, if you're in here and you haven't already, please go ahead, hit the like button for me. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. All right. Oh, shit. I almost dropped that whole deck on the floor. Don't want to do that. See, I saw that, Nathan. I'm too quick, man. You were too slow on the retracting there. Don, thank you, darling. How are you? Perfect timing, absolutely. Welcome, Leo. All right, Leo, what do we need to, let's have a little look-see. Let's get a timestamp for Leo. 102. All right, Leo. Leo, excess worry or anxiety, right? So no, you could be, again, worried about a lot, right? There could be a lot that you're just worrying about here. I just wanted to, straight away, Spirit's like, I had to pick up this deck, right? 6 of Michael, okay? There's light at the end of the tunnel, Leo. Breathe a sigh of relief, okay? Breathe, baby. Fucking breathe, right? Breathe. So I don't know, again, like Leo, you could just be getting a bit worked up about things, a bit stressed out about things. I know all about it, Leo. I know all about it, babies. Right? I know all about it. I'm doing good. A little bit on the flat side today, but I've had a sickling on my hands overnight. My daughter's been sick, so she's nicely passed out on the couch now. All right, Leo, let's have a look for my Leos. Okay. All right. I know, Leo, you could be worried here about again, like there's something here that you could be quite like passionate about, that you're again trying to create here, that you're trying to work towards, right? This is again you know, you're trying to pour your energy into something here, okay? Again, and there could be, you know, you're worried about maybe some sort of challenges, something not working out, right? It's like you could also be though avoiding some sort of shift or some sort of like emotional shift or deep emotional shift here by, I want to say, almost like distracting yourself with creativity, projects, work, things like that. Or again, this could be that you're so emotionally invested into something that you're working on here that you're becoming like stressed out about something not working out. Okay, you're becoming very anxious about it, very worried about things not turning out. Okay, Leo, dude, you're in alignment, right? You're in divine alignment. Okay, I was very much getting this like, that's something that maybe you could do a lot of, like really just be kind of highly strung around, you know, again, what you're pouring into, what you're really passionate about it not working out, right? Worried about like, are you being disciplined enough? Are you doing this enough? Are you, right? I don't know. Is it that, Leo, are you not feeling like you're enough, or it's not enough, right? Or is it that you want it to be a certain way that, again, if it's not that way, then it's, you know, again, it's like I feel like somebody's over it, right? Also, this is also potentially blocking your intuition here as well with water in the reverse. Okay. Leo, are you? It's like you're worried as well about potentially about the fact that maybe like you haven't done enough here when it comes to having some sort of new beginning, what you're doing to grow, right? But it's like there's the energy of change. I mean, I've seen a lot of it in Leo's readings, right? Like there's a lot of changes that have happened, but it's like you're feeling like it's like you haven't done enough, maybe, or it's not enough, or what's changed isn't like it's not enough. Okay. There's again whatever these I want to say, like these external things, right? Like you need to spend more time with self, okay? Like more time with your healing, okay? Less doing, right? I don't know whether maybe you feel like some sort of guilt here, or like you feel guilty or something if you don't achieve something here. Again, overthinking. You're very, very in your head, right? Very, very much in your head about something, okay? You could be, again, overthinking these situations, right? Like overthinking everything that you're doing, which is creating more confusion, right? Is it enough? You've got new beginnings here, right? And the ability to manifest your desires. But it's like, I don't know whether you feel like maybe you're not protected, you're not protecting what you're doing enough. Like it's not enough. Okay. Very critical as well of whatever this is that you're doing, right? You can be very, very self-critical at the moment. And I'm feeling maybe even a little bit pessimistic about your efforts, right? But it's like I keep getting like there's too many thoughts, right? Way too many thoughts. It's like if the advice were anything, it'd be slow down. It'd be like slow down, Leo. 1, 2, 3, right? Like don't overload the plate. Okay, so for some of you guys, again, like this is you're feeling quite, it's like for some of you guys, this is a pattern though as well, right? It's like you're trying to maintain some level of again ambition here, constantly. I want to say like constantly trying to make some sort of changes here, but again, yeah, you're trying to create things, but it's like it's leaving you a little bit ungrounded here, and then putting you in your head. You're trying to really like push yourself to get out of your comfort zone, right? You could be again striving for some sort of independence here, okay? But yeah, it's again like you're overload, Leo, right? Overload. It is creating some sort of unpredictable moods within you, right? This could be like moodiness, shifts in your emotion too. And you could also be wanting to kind of like withdraw your emotions, right? Or like you could be, again, very withdrawn within your emotions because you're just, up in your head, right? It's like there's something that you want to learn, but there's something that you're not learning here that you need to learn, right? Yeah, you've completed a phase, right? It's like, I don't know, what are we trying to prove, Leo? What are we trying to prove, right? Trying to prove like that you've got it, you can do it. Well, you're already doing it. You already did it, okay? You already went through, right? Like you've already gone through like the changes, baby, with that Aquarius energy. Like you've already gone through the changes here, okay? You've already changed the things that were like the most important. Now it's time to just like pull back a little bit, because again, this overthinking whatever this shit is, right, is getting you in your emotions, right? Or again, like creating negative emotions here for you, okay? You could be also, again, it could be creating some sort of negative thoughts here too. And I don't know, someone's like, I don't want to get into a space where I'm comfortable and not doing stuff, right? You've been disciplined, right? For whoever I'm talking to, whoever this is resonating for, you've been disciplined, okay? You've already gone through, again, transformation. You've evolved, right? You already have. It's like the fear of slipping back into comfort zone. Okay, so it's like you could be pushing yourself so far that it's actually creating, with 6 in reverse, it's actually creating an imbalance now, right? It's actually creating imbalances. Doing too much. That dog has not stopped going off in there. I don't know how my child's sleeping through it, but she is. All right, let's go this way. Let's have a look, Leo. What else do we need to see here? Leo, Empress energy, man. Like you're again, you're already in that creative energy, nurturing all of that. Okay, you're already having that growth. Okay, you've taken action. You've taken action, right? It's like now it's time for a little bit of peace, right? A little bit of peace and quiet, a little bit of silence, a little bit of nothing. Okay, because somebody here with the Ten of Gabriel, it's like too much, working too much, doing too much, trying to achieve too much. Okay. And again, this is making you not see things quite clearly, right? You're not seeing things as clearly as you should be because you're overthinking it, right? Overthinking it. Again, light at the end of the tunnel, man. Six of Michael wants to come out. So just, yeah, be aware of how, again, this is again impacting your emotions here, right? Like, yes, stay determined. Yes, protect what you're building. Yes, have that confidence and all of that in whatever you're doing. But there's no need to push, right? Be confident here that the work you're doing right now, right, or like the work that you've done is enough, right? Be confident that it's enough. All right, Leo, that's what I got for you. That's it, right? It's okay. Just throw like, time to get a new perspective, right? Sometimes less is more, baby. Sometimes less is actually is more sometimes, right? And again, like we all know that point of burnout, right? We all know what fucking burnout feels like, and it doesn't feel good, does it? It doesn't, because then it takes so much longer to recover from burnout and get back to, that balanced energy where things are able to be maintained, right? All right, Virgo is next. Virgo. All right, Virgo timestamp here. Let's go 114. Thank you. All right, Virgo, let's get it for you guys. What I had written down here was the comfort zone, right? The comfort zone. Well, we know Virgo likes their comfort zone. We know Virgo likes to, again, Virgo doesn't like to leave the house, right? Virgo likes to stay home in the fucking comfort zone. Okay. Right. Let's have a look, Virgo. What have we got for you here? Virgo. Okay, and we're going to get into what this is. All right, so 1, 2, 3 in the reverse, 10th house, 11, 11 in the reverse. So there's something here where, again, something to do with your emotions here, which is creating a potential blockage here with the 10th house. Okay. North Node in the reverse, because Virgo, again, trying to stay comfortable, okay? Trying to stay comfortable, trying to stay within a zone or a space that you know and you're aware of, right? It's like, you know, stick to what you know, okay? That's the kind of energy I'm getting. But the problem is that whole sticking to what you know is what, like, it's creating an inability to attract in or bring in what this is that you're wanting to bring in, okay? So I know this could be stability that you're trying to bring in here with Earth in the reverse. There could be something, you know, there's, again, this connection to home, right? Or connection to home, family, past could be significant as well. And it's like I'm trying to avoid, right? Or not wanting to, again, get out of or be uncomfortable in any other zone. I don't know. There could be a fear of challenges, conflict, things of that nature, right? Not wanting to be in uncomfortable positions. Got Taurus coming out in the reverse as well, so it's like if I come out of my comfortable space, right, it's going to rock my stability, right? Like it'll create conflict in my stability. It's where you feel most powerful, right? It's like where you feel your power is in that zone, okay? Because that's where, again, you can maintain things. You're able to maintain something there, okay? But yeah, there's changes here that Spirit want you to make here, okay? There's changes that they want you to make in order to have that growth. So I don't know if there's something maybe that you're not seeing, right? You're not seeing something. We've got third eye blocked, right? It could be limiting or creating some sort of limitations here in what it is that you're seeing. First house in reverse. Look, there could be some sort of, I don't know, issues to do with, not wanting to be seen, right? Worried about the way certain people are going to view you. The comfort zone is impacting your passion and creativity, right? Because it's like same old, same old. There's nothing to inspire, right? It's not inspiring enough because you've been there, you've seen that, you've done that before, right? Got Pluto in the reverse. Virgo, it's like you're really like, it's like you're taking, honestly, like that, you're taking too much time to make certain decisions here, okay? Like too much time. It's like, because again, we're trying to protect this, we're trying to protect whatever this is, wherever we're at, okay? It's right, like rather than stepping up, stepping back. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, I'll just take a step back, right? Let go of fear, right? Don't be afraid of the challenges, the conflict, the changes, okay? Spirit's got you, right? Spirit's got you. Yeah, it's time to get out there, right? Get out and explore whatever the options are. There's new options, there's new opportunities that, again, want to come towards you, but It's like, I just, you know, maybe, I don't know, what is this? Worried about the drama, worried about how it's going to impact your well-being, worried about how it could potentially impact your stability, right? But it's like, I don't want conflict, I don't want drama, I don't want, okay? But that whole not wanting to put yourself or get out to whatever that space is, or not remove yourself, but like move from the space that you're currently in into something else is, again, it is creating some sort of blockages here. I don't know whether in the past it's like, you know, every time or anytime you've gone out and you've tried to go get it, right? It's like there's some sort of challenge that comes up where it's just like you can't be bothered with whatever it is, right? Like, I don't want to be bothered with it. You don't want to be bothered with something. Don't want to be bothered with people. I don't know. What don't you want to be bothered with? You know, with the lovers coming out here, you know, again, it's making it, this is where it's like it's time to make a heart over head decision, right? It's time to make a heart over head decision. It's like, I don't know, your intuition as well could be guiding you towards, you know, situations that are more like emotionally filled, right? Or again, that bring about like, I want to say, oh, like an array of emotions, right? So I don't know whether this could be, again, like just trying to invoke almost emotion here. Spirit want you to make some like ambitious choices and plans here. Like, be bold with the choices that you're making, okay? It's for some sort of growth here, for some sort of spiritual growth, all right? So again, making some sort of passionate, bold choices here to grow beyond that comfort zone, right? To grow beyond where it feels safe, okay? So it's like over analyzing. We're just like, you know, you spend so much time just, you know, looking at, is this going to work? Does that work? How's that going to work? How's that going to look? Right? It's like spending too much time analyzing, right? It's like, just make the choice. Just do it. Just do it, right? You can do anything that you want right now, right? You've got the ability, right? Time to get into that fire energy, a bit more, again, a bit more movement happening, right? So I said a bit more movement happening, the Chariot, right? Spirit, like, you need to move more. You need to move more. More movement, please. More movement. More movement, okay? All right, give me 1 sec, guys. Hold up. Get moving. Get moving. Get moving. All right, that's what Spirit want you to know. All right. So again, just you know, like, the more you worry about, like, you know, or drama or things being problematic, like, that's probably what you are going to manifest, you know? Yeah, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes as well, like, you know, spending too much time thinking about you know, the move will eventually make you anxious enough that you don't make the move, right? All right, we've got Libra next. What are you doing down there, woman? Wiggling on the ground. We've got a wiggling 6-year-old on the ground, feeling sorry for herself. Hi. See me at like 4 o'clock, like just tapping out today, like completely. You did close the back door properly, didn't you? What? Did you close the back door properly? Yeah. Good girl. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to timestamp out here for Libra. All right, Libra, reserving your emotions, right? Someday we could be holding back, right? Holding back on expressing emotions, showing emotions. I get a bit of a self-protection mode, right? Self-protective energy. All right, Libra, what have we got going on for you? There's a lot that came out there. Yeah, it's like this energy of, I don't know, again, you could be at a place where, you know, maybe you've reached a point, Libra, where, you know, you might have cleared some energies out or some people out here. It's like, you know, really wanting to have expansion and growth, okay? You want to, but also in the same, we got 3 in the upright, Jupiter in reverse, right? It's like wanting to, but not maybe realizing as well in the areas where potentially we're not. Like you are making steps moving forward, but you're, I want to say like potentially in the past, you know, again, sharing certain emotions or expressing certain things with certain people could have again put you in a situation where it's impacted you on a level where again, like you could be a little bit maybe closed off, right? Maybe a little bit withdrawing your information. You know, it's like you don't want situations that are unpredictable coming in right now. So I'm getting this again, like you're not wanting with 555 in the reverse. It's like you don't want anything to disrupt where you're at emotionally right now, because you don't want anything to disrupt your mental well-being, right? You don't want anything to throw you off right now. Yeah, you're, you know, again, like it's, I want to say like trying to maintain a level of emotional independence here. Okay. You've completed some cycles here in the past, Libra, that again, it's making you, or these situations could have made you a little bit a bit more guarded with you know, who you share emotions with as well, or how you share emotions. You know, again, like being you like you're keeping, like, I want to say like it's like keeping people at maybe like arm's reach a little bit at a distance here. Okay. There's some issues here when it comes to either family or social relationships that you still haven't healed here. Personal relationships in reverse with the moon in reverse. It's like, again, like you're keeping things very, I want to say again, like surface level, right? Very, very surface level with people. Fifth energy, 5th house coming out sideways. So it's like not exactly wanting to express yourself with certain people, okay? Again, I don't know, it could be avoiding something here, or again, just like, and this could be like avoiding getting hurt, right? Avoiding people, you know, manipulating you with that Pisces and the negative aspects, you know, avoiding people manipulating you in with your emotions, through your emotions. Okay, so again, this could be a little bit of avoidance. It's like, you know, you don't want to be sharing certain emotions and then feeling like it's throwing you off balance, or feeling like these energies are going to use something against you here, right? It's, again, very withdrawn, right? Very, very withdrawn here with Virgo and the negative aspects. Libra, you could also be struggling a little bit with your spirituality at the moment, or connecting to spirit, okay? Because of, again, like holding back on these emotions. It could be impacting your ability to connect with spirit. Again, like I said, you've been through and completed some sort of cycles here, but I want to say, like, the cycle is potentially having not the most positive, or hasn't had the most positive turnaround, right? It's like, you know, you may have learned how to, you know, block certain energies or cut certain things off, but it's like maybe it hasn't progressed beyond that point, okay? Yeah, Spirit, like, no, it hasn't progressed past a certain point for somebody here, okay? Yeah, ninth house in the reverse. Definitely something to do here, though, as well, with, like, being a bit disconnected from spirit, okay? And I don't know, maybe, again, like, when you're connecting into spirit, this could bring up a lot of emotions for you. Spirit, what do we need to do here? YouTube doesn't accept Monopoly money, don't they? That's a shame. Did they ever? It's like with the Page of Raphael and the Five of Gabriel, it's like, you know, there are emotional situations that could be coming up here, okay? But you're again withdrawing, right? Like, you're withdrawing from it, because again, you don't want to feel any, you don't want to face some sort of challenge here. You don't want to be challenged, or you don't want your emotions to be challenged here. Funny, that was like slipped right between in the deck here, Pluto in reverse. So there could be something here maybe that you haven't quite accepted yet from the past. Again, you could be very, very much focused on your work at the moment, okay, as opposed to, you know, anything that's emotional. But again, there's a potential here, right, with the Ace of Raphael, to have a positive emotional experience here, okay? Yes, baby.
This is lighter than I expected.
It's like yeah, there's a resistance here, okay? There's a resistance here, definitely holding back, right? We're definitely holding back, and, you know, and this could be, you know, it's like you're feeling like you need to do something alone, right? It's like these negative thoughts, right, or the negativity surrounding again your emotions, or like holding back. It's actually creating that. It's actually creating that. And this is a situation that has already ended, right? You've already ended that cycle, okay? Now it's time to allow yourself to have these new opportunities for happiness, okay? Knowing that, again, you've learnt enough, right? Like, you've learnt enough. You've got, again, there's solutions. You've got new tools now, okay? Perspective. You see things differently. You see people differently. You see circumstances differently. You're more aware than what you were before, Libra, right? So this could be about trust, right? Trusting yourself to make the right decision when it comes to who you open up to, okay? Who you open up to, how much you open up to them, how much you give to certain people, right? Yeah, it's time to explore your options, okay? there's different options. There's an alternative option to the way that you're going about whatever this is. Okay. Yes, honor and trust your feelings, but also, you know, you can't close yourself off to it, right? Connecting with nature might help you at this time as well, Libra, right? Connecting to spirit as well. I feel like maybe you're not again, because, you know, it could be as well that emotional things are coming up when you're connecting to spirit, right? So yeah, there's whatever's happened in the past, you need to detach from that because it's already gone, done, dusted. You've already wiped that clear out of your life. Okay. Know that peace is like all around you. Okay. Know that it's with you. All right. That's what I got for you, Libra. Alrighty, Scorpio next. How is everybody? Let's just stop for a minute and be like, howdy doody, while I do a commercial break at the same time. Who tried to give them funny money and bananas. Okay, how'd that work out for you, Nathan? Did it work out good? Actually, it's the 2nd of the month here, DR. You guys over in the States are already like, you know, behind. You're already behind. Time to catch up. It's time to catch up. Is YouTube doing funnies with the numbers? I bet it is because I can't yet. That's definitely not correct. In here, Nat. Hi. I just saw your message now. All right, Scorpio, let's get it for you. 138. All right. Thank you for the membership gifts. You want to be on my day? I know, right? I'm in the future. I'm coming to you from the future. All right. Scorpio. Could be a little bit of pessimism, Scorpio, right? So no, you could be a little bit pessimistic about something expanding, some sort of expansion, okay? Pessimism could be, again, impacting some of your choices here. Yeah, limitations, right? Limitations. With 12th house coming in the upright. So, again, there's some sort of limitations here in the way of thinking, okay? I don't know if you could feel that as well. This could be related to an actual individual. If you are connected to somebody, Scorpio, right? I don't know. You could again feel like there's something that's being hidden here, or somebody who's hiding something from you, something that needs to be expressed, maybe. That's the thing as well, yeah. Definitely pessimistic about some sort of growth or something happening here, right? With summer coming out in the reverse. Not feeling very optimistic, are you? All right. There's, again, pessimistic attitude here. I don't know, again, with this is maybe something or somebody around you where you feel like You're not how do I put it? It's like you're not convinced of something when it comes to someone or something being disciplined, right? So pessimistic about expansion, right? I don't know, again, like not feeling like you can manifest your desires with 333 in the reverse. It's like, again, just pessimistic, right? Pessimistic. Man, this can either the Cancer or the Moon cards come out in reverse so much in these readings, right? Like feeling maybe like something can't be healed, certain emotions can't be healed. We can't push past something. It's like it just is the way that it is. And it's like unwilling to budge on this idea with air in the reverse, right? Like just unwilling to budge on it. Okay. Yeah. Not feeling hopeful, right? Just again, very pessimistic about some sort of rebirth, growth, something like that. You could be really trying to, as well, like just really trying to control some sort of emotions here or control some sort of feelings here, right? Sagittarius coming out sideways there again, all these tied to, again, optimistic energy, right? Growth energy. But it's like we're feeling, again, very, very pessimistic about some sort of expansion here or something expanding here. It could be about a partnership, right? I don't know if it's about a partnership or something like that, but it's like you're not believing something can change, right? Or somebody can change or something can go or be a different way, right? So I don't know if this is maybe feeling a little bit bitter about something in the past here, Scorpio, in the negative aspects here. I don't know, this could also be where like you've put some sort of effort into something, Scorpio, right? And it's like, you're again feeling pessimistic about it even growing, right? Like you don't believe it's going to grow. You could be getting a bit bitter, a bit moody about whatever this is. I don't know, you could have been working on something for quite some time and it's just not quite going the way that you want it to, right? But it's like so it's putting a lot of doubt there, right? That it can be what it could be, right? Spirit is saying keep your eyes on your targeted on your targeted intention here, right? So keep your eyes on what it is that you're trying to achieve here. Okay, have confidence, right? Have confidence in what this is that you're doing. You've got a favorable outcome here, Scorpio, right? So this whole pessimistic attitude, and look, maybe that this is something that's taking quite a bit of time to actually come in, right? It could just be that it's taking time. Okay, decide to be happy now, right? Yeah, stop worrying about whatever this is. Okay, let go of the fear of, again, like it's not going to turn out the way that you want it to. It will. It's just it's potentially taking some time, right? And maybe that's exactly what you need, right? Is maybe that you've been being impatient with something. Okay, and this could be teaching you some sort of patience here, right? That it's going to come. Don't just be like, oh, well, like I put in all this work and now it's not going to fucking da 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 da, right? Like just like give something some time here, right? Like you've committed to whatever this is, right? You've committed yourself to it, and like you've worked at it, but it's like still feeling pessimistic about where this is going, how this is growing, where it's headed. Okay, Spirit want you to believe and trust that it's going to happen, whatever that is for you, Scorpio, right? It's going to happen. Okay, but don't give up now, right? I don't know if this is, again, in regards to a connection, romance, business, something, okay? But maintain positive thoughts, right? Stay optimistic, stay positive, okay? The negativity or the pessimistic attitude, again, it's giving you like funk, right? It's putting you in a funk, all right? And again, for some of you guys, it could just be tied to patience, right? Being a bit more patient, okay? Keep going forward with what you're doing, Scorpio, all right? All right, Saggy up next. All right. Thank you again for the further membership donations. Oy, oy, oy. All right, to any of the newbies, welcome. All right, Saggy, if you're looking for the other signs, you'll have to go back if it was before Saggy. Otherwise you'll have to wait later till I timestamp these. Once the live's finished, I will go back and timestamp these. All right, Saggy, let's shuffle up these cards and keep going. 4 more to go. 4 more to go. God, it's like the day's almost like already. You know, it's less than 4 hours away till 4 p.m. when I hit the brick wall. I'm not gonna get through, right? We're gonna get through. Who's trying to get you green? All right, Sagittarius, hidden emotions, right? Hidden emotions. We could be hiding, I don't know, Sagittarius, you could be hiding your emotions. You could feel like other people are hiding some sort of emotions from you, something of that nature. All right, let's have a look. I feel like I don't know, you could feel, Saggy, like somebody's, you know, hiding their true selves. Again, hiding some sort of feelings or something. We've got the sun and the moon, right? So we've got opposite ends, polar opposites there, okay? This could be making you feel a bit insecure with root chakra coming out in the reverse, right? So again, you could be, like I said, potentially feeling like somebody is like hiding some sort of truth here or some sort of emotions here. Like somebody's hiding something where you're unable to get some sort of clarity here, okay? And it's making you feel ungrounded, okay? Potentially feeling like somebody isn't being, with Leo in the reverse, like feeling like maybe somebody isn't being quite authentic. This could be around family, surrounding family, or social dynamics, okay? This is around your, again, personal relationships here. Yeah, with 5th in the reverse, it's like you could feel like somebody, either family, friend, something like that, is potentially not expressing something to you, right? Not telling you something. Like somebody with air in reverse, like holding back some sort of communication here. Yeah, Aquarius in the negative aspects, like somebody's being again, like cold, right? Like not sharing, okay? You can also be getting very impatient with this person, right? Or impatient with energies that where you feel like, you know, they're not saying something or not sharing something, or again, like not opening up or not being open, right? This is posing as like a challenge for you. It's like there's something here. Again, like it feels like you feel like you're not being told something, or so therefore you're unaware of something, right? Going down, please. Like, yeah, somebody's not like being open, right? Or somebody hasn't like opened up or isn't opening up to you, okay? You're overthinking this situation, right? Like you're spending too much time overthinking whatever's happening around you. All right, spirits of change. It's creating some sort of internal conflict here, right? It's an unnecessary internal conflict here, putting you up in your head, okay? Right? Like you could be feeling like, again, like there's illusions, right? Someone's trying to create some sort of illusions around you. Again, this is putting you at an imbalance in your emotions here, okay? Maybe you feel like somebody's not quite committed to you, or somebody hiding some sort of feelings here, okay? So Spirit, what would you like? Yeah. Okay. So Spirit want you to really gain control over, again, whatever these things that you're telling, again, because this is impacting, your thoughts, and then impacting the way that you're acting, behaving, right? It's going to be also making you feel very, very closed off as well. It's like, oh, like you're guarding because you feel like other people are guarded towards you, maybe even, okay? But it's like, this is keeping you bound, right? Yeah, this idea that there's shit that's being hidden from you, right, is creating some major limitations here, right? Major limitations. With that eight of swords in the moon, right? Like it's creating like limitations that you don't see, right? It's also creating some sort of delays here, right? It's like you could be thinking that, you're in some sort of one-sided situation, that things are unfair, something of that nature. Again, something's not, I think you're just overthinking whatever this is, right? This could be maybe that you've spent too much time alone in your head, Saggy, right? So, all right, what does Saggy need to do? Get out of your head. Yeah, release whatever that is, right? Let go of these ideas that are creating this heaviness for you, okay? It's like Spirit, like don't be silly, right? Don't be silly, okay? Don't overthink it. I mean, if you can't trust certain people, then Sag, move away from these individuals, right? But don't continue to sit there feeling like, have confidence. Spirit want you to be confident. Stay confident. And find that balance, right? Go back to some positive thinking here, okay? Because again, like you're very, very stressed out about, like, anyone and the emotional messages that are coming through. It's like, again, you're worried about, I don't know, you could be worried about, again, betrayal, somebody betraying you, somebody betraying your emotions. You could be worried about betraying your own emotions by not knowing all the information. Let go of fear, Saji. Let go of the fear, okay? The fear is going to create blockages as well in your intuition, okay? It's also going to impact your discernment, all right? Anything else? Oh, it's like anything else we need to see for Saji? That's way too many. Can I just have one, please, Spirit? Just one. Okay, two. And it's funny because, again, like there's certain cards I don't read in the reverse, right? But Shield Yourself popped out as a reverse, right? So There's nothing that you need to really protect yourself here from, okay? Again, open up to spirit as well. They're trying to guide you in the right direction, okay? Have faith as well that you're going to be guided in the right direction, right? And that anything that you need to see, right, is you're gonna see it, okay? You're on the right path, Saji, right? But just again, stop stressing about, you know, like hidden emotions and what people are hiding and things like that, okay? What's being hidden or held back on, right? You do have a favorable outcome coming for you, right? You need to just have confidence that, again, everything that you need to see, you're seeing. Right? Everything that needs to be said as being said, okay? If you can't trust energies, you're not sure, you can't discern, right? Then take a step back from them and don't engage with it, all right? So that you're not in your head about this, because it's throwing you off. It's throwing you off. All right, Saji, we're done. Cappy next. I'll have to go through all that later. Yeah. Virgo, what are you doing rolling around all over the floor down there, woman? You've rolled from one side of the room to the other.
I'm tired.
Well, go have a lie down, baby girl. I'll be done in very soon, right? I'll be done very, very soon.
How many minutes?
Hey?
How many minutes?
How many minutes? I don't know how many minutes. I don't know how many minutes. Maybe like 30?
That's half an hour.
Well, that is half an hour. You're very clever. You're very clever. Are you hungry?
No.
Still not hungry. Have you had some sips of water?
Yeah.
Go have some more sips of water, please, baby girl, because you'll get dehydrated otherwise, and then you'll get a headache. We don't need that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a timestamp. What am I looking for out here? Oh, crapola. You know what I didn't do? I didn't write down my timestamp for Saji. Damn it. Damn it. All right, well, we'll have to go back and figure that out a little bit later. As you can see, you know, I've got being pressured by a 6-year-old to hurry up. Hey Jen, how are you, beautiful? Oh shit. Almost just like, sometimes when I shuffle, right, and they're only small decks, like you're like scared that everything's just gonna like shuffle out of your hands. Almost like, had to catch that. Had to catch it. So you are here, and that's good. One step at a time, Jen. One step at a time, babe. All right, Cappy. Sacrificing to feel indispensable, right? Worried about being dispensed. Worried about being dispensed. So I don't know, Capricorn, you could be, again, sacrificing yourself, your own needs, your own boundaries here, what's good for you. You know, to make a point of the fact that, you know, they need you, right? This could be at work, this could be home, family, right? But it's like they need you, right? So we're sacrificing, and it's impacting your emotions, though, right? Why do we need to be indispensable, right? Everybody is dispensable, right? To a degree, you know? Everybody. Yeah. Emotional well-being in the reverse. Okay, so you're not taking care of your emotional well-being here. You're not taking care of you. Okay, with South Node in reverse, like you're pushing yourself to a point of like it's uncomfortable, right? But not in a good way. Okay, you're creating this uncomfortable thing for yourself, which is impacting your well-being, right? So Spirit's like, yeah, not really, not being, not being analytical or, I want to say even intelligent about how you're going about this, okay? So sacrificing yourself to make a point that one is indispensable is, it's impacting you, okay? You could also have, yeah, Capricorn in the negative aspects here. Being very, very, again, very, very stubborn about this as well. Also, it's just like, this could also be about not wanting others to be critical of you, right? You're not, and that's the thing, you know what you're doing here too, Capricorn, right? Like, you know what you're doing here. Really trying to, again, show that you're bringing some sort of structure here, right? Like, you're bringing some sort of stability here, that, you are earth sign, baby, all the way around, right? That you're dependable and, reliable, and you're the stable option here, right? But at the cost of balancing out your own emotions, right? Like, it's like you already know you do a good job, right? But we don't need to overdo it to the point of it's like trying to prove a point, right? I'm just trying to prove a point. Again, mental well-being in the reverse too. Emotional and mental well-being is in the reverse, because again, we're trying to like prove a point, trying to prove a point. You could also be avoiding here making progress here when it comes to your emotional foundations, right? But again, pouring yourself into one aspect of life where it's taking the focus off of other areas of life here. Yeah, you're not in alignment though, Cappy, right? You're out of alignment here, okay? You're not listening to your intuition or your inner wisdom here. I just get this sense of, as well, like, just not really wanting to embrace or again, like get into an emotional space here, right? Trying to really like maintain some sort of control over yourself, okay? What it's doing though as well, it's like it's blocking things that you want from coming in here. And it's like you're very focused on your self-identity right now, and the way you're being seen, right? You want to be seen as, again, like when it comes to, especially when it comes to earthly matters, like you're needed, you're needed, Capricorn, okay? But it's you're not touching in or not honing in on you know, what's sitting in the emotions or your emotional body. Okay, Venus in the reverse, you can't attract in, right, what it is that you want. You know, there's no movement there. You're unable to move. All right. Let me see if Capricorn. I don't know whether there's something that you're blaming yourself here for as well. You could have like some sort of fears towards others, right? There could also be some anger towards others that you might be holding on to, right? And again, like just focusing on the 3D. It's like, you know, you might need some help, Cappy, in like being able to understand and express your emotions. Okay, so there could be something that, again, like you're not able to like clearly identify and label these emotions here, right? But yeah, there's something here though that you definitely need to detach from. Okay, like it's like needing to cut through the fear. Okay, cut through the fear. Yeah, this situation, whatever this is definitely, it's definitely unhealthy, right? Not just for, I'm going to say, not just for your mental and emotional well-being, but eventually it'll be your physical well-being as well. Okay. It's like you're needing to trust that spirit will guide you towards taking the right steps. Okay, so if it feels like you're being pushed into a certain space, Capricorn, even if, as I said, that being pushed into a certain space, right, God's in charge, it's the divine trying to, again, get you out of where you're at, which is, again, very, very 3D, right? And to a state of touching in or honing in on some of your emotions, right? This could be about like maybe partnerships as well, romance, things like that. It's like, yeah, you could be financially indispensable all you want in a relationship, but if you're emotionally dispensable, right, because again, you're not touching in on the emotional aspects, right, which it could, then it doesn't matter what stability you bring, right? You're still going to end up with issues, with problems. Yeah, you need to trust and have a bit more faith here as well. All right, Cappy. But I don't know. Get out of this 3D position of, you know, of this way of thinking that you're just, again, stuck, very, very stuck or grounded. And start feeling, right? Like start allowing yourself to feel. Okay, because again, you can keep showing up as being indispensable, you know, and sacrificing, you know, to again feel like you're needed in certain aspects. But you know, if you can't offer other things other than 3D stuff, right, you're gonna find it hard to emotionally connect to certain things, right? All right, Aquarius. We're gonna go straight into it. I'm not even gonna take a break. Let's just get a timestamp here of 210 for Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. I've got in my notepad, avoiding reality. All right, avoiding reality. All right, so there's something here that you're avoiding, right? Whatever reality you're in right now could potentially suck, right? So I don't know, you could be, again, just dreaming a lot, fantasizing, idolizing, you know. Oh, wouldn't it be nice, right? Wouldn't it be nice, right? But it isn't, Aquarius. Okay, So, I don't know, this avoiding reality, the reality of something. Maybe reality sucks, right? Maybe reality sucks a little bit. Or you could feel like reality sucks. Aquarius, that card's not even supposed to be in here, Aquarius. That's in the wrong thing, but there you are. Okay. Aquarius, you'll be feeling a bit blue, right? A bit sad. Aquarius like, no, I'm not feeling sad. I'm great. Aquarius, don't avoid reality, right? Don't avoid the reality of however you feel right now. You could be feeling sad. You could be feeling a little bit depressed. Okay. All right. Something about our foundations here. Okay. Pisces here, right? I want to say in this aspect or in this sense, Aquarius, you're believing maybe a little bit too much in what's not actually there. Okay. In what's not there. There's a bit of a conflicting energy within. It's like on one aspect, you know, you could really be thinking here that, you know, you're evolving, that you're transforming, right? With your 8th house in the upright, but with 3 in the reverse, okay, that's about growth and expansion, not really being there. So I don't know if this is, again, like, sort of not wanting to see the truth of where you're at or what's happening around you right now, because, again, it could make you a little bit upset, right? Uranus is in the reverse too, okay? It's like not really having that breakthrough, okay? Not really, not really. It's like, yeah, no, we're good. I'm good. Everything's good, right? You know, it's like that. There's something that you're not learning though. There's something that you're not paying attention to. It's not like something's not sinking in. The lesson hasn't sunk in yet about something. For some of you guys, Aquarius, you could actually be making or taking steps towards something that is actually creating like negative emotions for you. All right, so it's like, oh, I believe I'm divinely aligned, but I also don't believe that there's a potential for a new beginning. You know? Again, it's very like, it's like trying to fake it till you make it, you know? It's trying to fake it till you make it. Thank you. North Node's coming out in the reverse. Leo in the reverse. 222 in the reverse. Virgo in the reverse. Yeah, you're not really seeing it. You're not really seeing it. But you're also like, I don't know whether you're not seeing it, not want to see it, don't want to look at it, right? Like, it's not that hidden, Aquarius, right? It's not that hidden. It's not that hidden. Is it maybe, again, like if we had to look at the truth of it, that it hurts, right? It hurts. Personal development in the reverse, right? It's like not Not really, right? Like, not really. Not really. Yeah, there's still some, I want to say there's still some toxic thoughts, right? So there's still some clearing here. There's still some old patterns, habits, limitations, things like that with the devil or the devil coming out, right? There's still some things that you need to clear here, okay? Scorpio in the negative aspects, right? Bitter, jealous, egotistical, aggressive, right? And like there could be some bitterness here as well that, you know, still maybe needs to be released here, okay? It's something that, yeah, that you're not, again, haven't quite healed it yet. They haven't quite healed what this is. So I don't know, again, this is just, you're trying to avoid whatever this is because, again, like it's not how you want it to be, you know? So you're like, oh no, everything's all like, you know? But you need to look at whatever that is, right? Whatever that is needs to be addressed, okay? Yeah, it's time to do some healing, right? It's time to balance whatever this out, right? So, you know, we need to really look at this from a little bit of a different aspect here and really see what's going on, okay? Like really see what's happening around us here, okay? You know, positive thinking, yes, is great, but I want to say, unrealistic thinking, not so great, okay? It's not going to feel any better the more that you try to convince yourself, you know? What would feel better is actually you know, Six of Michael, like getting to that place of peace, you know? Actually getting to the end of the tunnel where the light actually truly is. But it's like, again, I don't know, it's heavy, right? It's like it's heavy. Where things are at, maybe it just feels heavy. Too heavy, okay? Spirit are like right here with you though, okay? But you know, it's time to maybe approach this situation differently, you know? Because again, like not recognizing or not realizing how I don't know if it's avoidance, right? Like avoiding whatever this is or avoiding looking at this is like it's not quite getting you there, you know? It's not getting you to where you want to be, okay? So yeah, it's time to choose logic over emotion, and it's time to move quickly, right? It's time to get a move on, right? It's time to move into reality, okay? And that's fine. Like reality may fucking suck, right? But, right? Bit of self-love, right? Nurture yourself through the process, okay? But yeah, this is about, you know, not wanting to see things clearly, right? Not wanting to. And again, that doesn't actually change the circumstances, right? It still is the way that it is, but you know, again, creating a different vision of this in your mind. Whatever has happened here, right, that, you know, has made you want to avoid the actual reality of where you're at. It's happened for a reason, okay? There is a silver lining here, right? Spirit are trying to give you some sort of silver lining, okay? Silver lining. Release the past, okay? You got to release whatever that is, right? Whatever's happened, whatever it's created right now in the present, release that, okay? Time to make a choice here, right? This is an opportunity to face your fears here and improve upon the plans, okay? Improve upon the current plans that you have. Yeah, there's a new beginnings kind of waiting for you, Aquarius, but, you know, it's going to be hard to have that unless, you know, again, unless we look at this, in truth, you know, we have to look at this for how it really is right now, right? It's time to let go of that past, whatever's there, right? And create something new for yourself here, all right? All right, that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Lucky last Pisces. Happy birthday to all the Pisces out here in my channel, whether you're not on my channel, whatever. Happy birthday, Pisces. Yeah. Well, you think you're technologically challenged, mate. You should see. You should see what I'm. Actually, I'm getting better at it. Actually, I don't know if anyone's noticed, right? I've actually linked. I just, you know, to make it easier for like YouTubey stuff. Because you can't do it any other way. I started a Shopify and linked my Shopify stuff to my channel, so you guys can go check that out if you like, or don't. Whatever you want, right? Whatever you want. And that just started a whole onslaught of like all these web developers and people emailing me all of a sudden. I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. Like, if I wanted your service, trust me, I'll seek it out, right? I'll seek it out. So yeah, I've got emails and WhatsApps and shit going off now ever since that. And I'm just like, man, like it's just a little, it's not my overall, right? Like it's just that because you can't link a website, like you can't link your own personal website to YouTube like that, right? There's only certain things you can link it to, and Shopify was one of them. So I was like, you know, just trying to make it easier for people to find, you know, what they're looking for. And man, God, it's just like fucking all these emails and shit, man. I'm just like, leave me alone. If I want your services, I will definitely let you know, right? All right, Pisces. Where'd my pen go? Timestamp. 223. Oh, bit by bit. Look, I'm almost finished with the website. It's just I've got to work out how to eliminate certain products from showing up for international customers. There's certain products I can't send, you know, international. And so I need to work out how to do that. But otherwise, the majority of everything is it's pretty good. Just a few little tweaks here, there, and there, and I'm almost done. But like I want to get it the way I want to get it before I launch it. Although I could just, you know, like remove certain things and just work it out later. But it's just, you know, me and I'm just being a fixed Leo. That's all. I want it this way, and that's the only way it can be, right? Like. But like, look, I've made a lot of progress without needing a second round of assistance or help. There was like a lot of unnecessary fluff, you know. I don't like websites that have like a bunch of unnecessary shit and fluff. Just give me what I'm looking for in the basics, man. Look, I don't care about all the extra fluff, right? And I don't. Anyway, so I had to remove all the fluff, you know, and just simplify it. Yeah, I really don't have any idea what I'm doing. I don't. I'm like, I really don't. I just hope for the best, you know? I hope for the best. Look, it's probably not the most productive way to spend my time, to be honest, right? I'd be better off like having Leo cat naps, you know? Probably make better progress having more cat naps. But look, I was kind of determined to slightly challenge myself, right? And look, if it works, it works, man. If it doesn't, I'll fucking know about it at some point, won't I? I'll know about it at some point, but oof. All right, Pisces, emotional detachment. Okay, emotional detachment is what I have written down. All right, let's get it, Pisces. All right. I'm sure it will, Blue. I'm sure it will work. Although, I mean, either way, I've got to test it all, you know, do testing before. With Shopify, it's a little bit easier because that's already preset. You just click here, click there, put your pictures here, fill this out, do this, do that, and blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, it all works. With WordPress, it's a little bit different. You got to make sure shit's actually like linked up correctly and goes to the right spots and, you know, before you go launching it. Otherwise, next minute, you just, yeah. All right, Pisces, let's get it. Let's get it here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you don't like to put yourself, or you're not trying to, or you're trying not to put yourself in any uncomfortable situations in your personal relationships. Okay, South Node's in the reverse. So you're not trying to, again, you're not trying to put yourself in uncomfortable situations here, right? When it comes to personal relationships, right? You're staying very practical, very methodical about the way that you approach certain situations. There's definitely, when it comes to the past and things like that, yeah, there could be some things here with the devil and fourth house coming out, again, just something that's creating a limitation here, right, from the past, okay, in the way that you connect in your personal relationships here. Okay, so fifth is in reverse. So, this could be about the way that you express yourself, right? It's like you don't want to change. You don't want to change whatever this is, because then you feel like you won't be able to protect yourself, protect something. Okay. Maintaining a lot of like self-discipline, right, and structure. Okay. There's something here when it comes to like emotional stuff here where there needs to be some sort of period of growth here, right? Not quite there yet, but maybe it's because, right, with Virgo coming out in the reverse, haven't quite gone over that, right? We haven't quite looked at that, haven't quite reflected on that. But yeah, we haven't had growth in that area. Okay. Aquarius in the reverse too. So yeah, we haven't quite gone through that transformation, right? I don't know, and maybe this is that you could get too attached, right? Maybe you're worried about getting too attached. Okay. And so maybe again, like it's like staying emotionally detached so that you don't get attached, right? I want to say, like, whilst you have some sort of incredible ability to manifest, right, there's an issue when it comes to, I want to say, like, the balance between the emotions and, like, the practicality, okay? Oh. Now, this could also be about, confidence, right? So, no, maybe you don't feel confident to share certain things, right? But it's like allowing that part of you to be seen is going to have a tremendous shift, right? It's going to create some sort of renewal type energy, right? Oh, sorry, sorry, did I say something too much? Did I say too much, Pisces? It's like, again, we're quite happy to get lost in, just the basic day-to-day stuff, right? But to get lost in the emotions, oh no, right? Hell no, we don't want to speak about it, right? We don't want to speak that, okay? Because what happens if we speak that and it's not received the way that we want it to be received? So, avoidance, Pisces. 12th house and Pisces. 12th house coming out in reverse, Pisces coming out in the negative aspects, right? It's like, oh, no. Don't even want to touch that, right? Don't even want to touch that. Don't even want to go near that, because whatever that is, that shit's scary, right? But it's like you need to put an end to that way of thinking, right? That thought pattern. That's, again, something that's coming from your childhood, right? It's a challenge that you haven't taken up yet, right? You haven't quite taken that challenge up yet. Spirit want you to take action towards whatever that is, because it's going to transform you in a powerful way, right? In a very powerful way. All right, let's go over here, Pisces. Mystical's shushing the message. That's what she's doing. She's shushing the message. Oh, shit. All right, let's have a look. I don't want to feel the feelings. Oh, my God. We don't want to feel the feelings. Right? Like, we don't want to, no. What are you avoiding here? 3 of Cups in the reverse. You don't want to share that. You know, you don't want to share those feelings. You don't want to share those emotions, baby, right? We're like, nope, no, we do not want to express ourselves today. Right? Whew, 7 of Swords coming out sideways, you know? Because, oh no, what if I end up heartbroken? Well, what if you do? You know how to heal your heart. You've done it before, Pisces. Come on now, right? But yeah, this is something that it could be holding you back from having a next level of success, right? It's time to, again, like, you're like, I don't know what, I don't know. You do know what to do, Pisces. You do, right? You do. But unfortunately, you're trying to maintain boundaries that aren't actually beneficial to you, right? You're trying to maintain boundaries that aren't actually helping you here, right? It's time you see the truth about this, right? Be clear about this, right? You're like, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to change that. Well, up to you, Pisces. You do what you want to do. Death in the reverse, right? But this could potentially cause conflict either way, right? Between you and others. And it could cause delays, right? It could cause delays. It could cause delays, right? Even if your emotions feel heavy, Pisces, it doesn't matter what they are, right? It's you're creating limitations here for yourself, right? I don't know, maybe something in the past, you know, was done where things felt unfair, right? Somebody did something that wasn't very nice, okay? But it's like, you're creating this imbalance, right? You're creating this unfair situation for yourself, okay? Give me more with that. I don't know whether if in the past maybe you shared something, maybe you were ignored, maybe you felt ignored. And again, this could have weighed very heavily on you. So it's like, you know, you could, again, move very, very slowly with things, right? And it could take you like a really long time even just to emotionally open up, like just that little bit, you know? Just that little bit. Again, you could still be recovering from something, and maybe this is why, you know, you're still struggling to I don't know, take control or feel like, you know, it's okay to express whatever this is, right? It could almost come across, though, with the King of Swords, it could almost come across as like being a little bit cold and distant, right? Being, you know, being Seven of Wands, a bit guarded, you know, a little bit like boundaries up too much, especially when it comes to, you know, connections, partnerships, love, things like that, right? Again, this is something that's, again, stems from somebody's childhood that hasn't quite been balanced out. And I don't know, this could be, again, sitting in the shadows, right? Something that you're not even wanting to see, maybe something that you haven't seen, right? Or something that you haven't acknowledged yet. Yeah, with the moon, it's coming from a place of fear, okay, moon, right? What you don't see, right? And it's making you feel, or could potentially be making you, or expressing certain things could actually make you feel insecure, right? Lack of confidence there. Let's get you one over here, Pisces, and then we'll close this message out. Your feelers are broken, are they, Gala? Shit. Oh, shit. All right, let's have a look. Spirit, what else can you see of Pisces? Give me one more. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's an unhealthy like pattern that could create like unhealthy situations here, right? So, you know, this is going to take maybe some sort of courage here to make this change as well. Okay. You know, I feel like Spirit's really trying to kind of help you through this as well, right? So there could be certain situations here that are popping up that are really kind of testing this for you, right? Testing your ability to again, like not always have to pull back when it comes to emotional situations. You know, it is, right? Like it's a part of life's purpose to feel, right? And to have those feelings, right? But again, you could be getting, like I said, uncomfortable with them, right? It could make you uncomfortable. And again, just not knowing as well, like other people's responses, the response of something or somebody else, how it's going to be perceived, right? Like with innocence coming out, it's almost like, you know, just again, a level of vulnerability that you could potentially like fear reaching, right? Like we don't want to get too vulnerable, right? We don't want to get too vulnerable. Okay. So, and again, this could be playing out from old patterns, things like that. You know, maintain positive thoughts. Also, again, like, you know, if you're telling yourself things from past experiences, it's going to impact the way that you show up in the here and now. It's going to change the way that you show up in the here and now. Okay. Start thinking about how it is that you actually want to be showing up. Okay. If you know, you want to be that person that, you know, shows up in a vulnerable way, but you're telling yourself, oh, but if I do that, XYZ is going to happen, then you're probably going to manifest XYZ, right? So, you know, again, you got to learn to trust, like, who you're surrounding yourselves in, right? And, like, be okay with, like, honoring those feelings, right? And expressing those feelings. But, again, I feel like somebody's really being guided, pushed, okay, towards expanding in that sense, right? And it's like, you know, it's like you just, I don't know whether somebody maybe is struggling to even admit or accept that that's something that they're doing as well, okay? Because again, you know, you might feel like, I know you're on the right path and like, you know, you're being open, you're being this, you're being that, but if you're not expressing that, if you're not honoring your feelings, if you're not allowing them to be and being okay with it and being okay with expressing it, then, you know, it could be something that, again, you are, I want to say, like, purposely blinding yourself to, right? And that's the thing, you know, maybe in the past, like I said, you could have also been shut down in the past for expressing certain things, okay? And so, you know, again, you could hold back because maybe in the past when you've expressed yourself, it didn't go down so well, right? But it's like you can't move forward with the fear, right? You've got to have some sort of courage here. Like, how do I say this? Like, if you can express without like fear of what's going to happen after that, then you're doing the right thing by yourself. If something that you're expressing isn't well received, taken the right way, appreciated, acknowledged, whatever, like all that is an indication that that's not the right circumstance, friendship, partner, you know, dynamic, and to move away from that. Like, again, the problem with most people is that people become already too attached to, you know, the way that they want something to work out, that then they don't even realize that they're doing things within that dynamic that's actually going to stop that thing from working out, right? Because again, holding back, you know, it's like somebody needs to somebody needs help here in perceiving the love that's around them, and that feel safe, like safe enough to receive it, right? But also in giving it, right? So it's like on equal levels there, right? So again, like if somebody's giving you that, you know, then, you know, you might need some help to, again, like be able to learn how to give that same energy back, right? Because I don't know, if it were on the flip side, you know, you might feel you might feel like somebody's holding back, right? But yeah, it's like shield yourself in the reverse. Stop shielding yourself. Stop trying to guard yourself so much. Stop guarding whatever this is. You know, open up. So yeah, for some of you guys, this could actually be about, you know, in preparation, right, for connections, okay? Because if you're going to be so guarded and holding back on certain things, then you know, it's going to cause potentially another person to hold back, or for them to have some sort of fears or hesitations, or, you know, hang-ups, things like that, right? It will create confusion. It will create disconnection. Okay, what you're trying to create here is connection. Spirit's trying to help you do that, right? Spirit's trying to help you do that. All right, Pisces, that's what I got for you guys. That's it. I'm done. I'm dusted. I need to get off here. Go snuggle a 6-year-old. She's probably asleep again on the couch. I betcha. I'll definitely be going to bed early tonight. Ralph, homie, just popped in to show support, did you? Well, better late than never, mate. Better late than never. I mean, we know Virgo moves slowly, but look, he made it here in the end, right? I love you, homie. Fucking love you. Laughlin, thank you so much for all the membership donations. I'm sure about 98% of those people aren't appreciative of it, but from them to you, thank you, right? For the rest of you guys, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for your love, support, likes, comments, shares, subscribes, all that juicy motherfucking jazz. I'm gonna go back now and find the anyway, I'm just gonna let my old eyes scroll by certain, you know, I'm just not paying attention to that. Right, OGs, homies, you know, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about here, right? I'm just gonna scroll past that. But I love you guys so much. Don't know about tomorrow. I've got no idea about tomorrow. I've got no idea about the rest of the afternoon. Right, I'm just like, I know I've got a to-do list that probably is not going to get done today. I need to do it tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see how we go for tomorrow. Otherwise, I will probably schedule probably scheduled for Wednesday for members. Oh no, that's right. I'm not doing members live streams anymore like we used to. That's right. When I do mini reads, that's right. We're going back to what it is, right? We're going back to what I'm doing because it's too many hours invested in members live streams without like people actually utilizing the memberships, and I could be utilizing the time better elsewhere. So anyways, I love you guys. If you guys are over the other side of the world, enjoy your evening, get some rest, okay? Enjoy the full moon, right? Buckle up, babies, because it's this shit ain't a fucking easy breezy one. Again, it's meant to be very emotionally confronting, right? And meant to trigger you into reflecting on what isn't working, okay? What emotions or what emotional situations, circumstances are actually creating those limitations, and to address them, right? To get onto working out how to move past them, how to shift past them. I know you're doing that. I know you do, beautiful. But anyway, guys, I love you guys so much. I'll be back when I am back. Until then, be good, behave yourselves, and I will see you guys soon. All right, love you guys. Mwah. Bye for now.